One moment that stands out, Jim, of course, unfortunately, it's always great to see you, but unfortunately not on great terms as we're still talking about the Phillies losing.
Is that a Roll Tide or an Arkansas shirt there, Jim?
It's Arkansas.
Arkansas, Jerry Jones, man.
Arkansas
All
baseball, Arkansas. So last night, Jim, game on the line. We saw Garrett Stubbs up to bat, ninth inning. Everybody's wondering why not pinch hit. I personally just feel like Garrett Stubbs shouldn't have gotten the start at all. It should have just been JT and let JT rest another day. Go and try to win that series opener. What were your thoughts on Rob's not pinch hitting for Garrett Stubbs? Would you have pinch hit for Stubbs in that situation?
I probably would have, but sent JT up there and take a whack. But what we're seeing here, and I don't know this for a fact because they're very guarded with the way they do things, and the manager does all the speaking for the team, and he's the guy who raises his hand and takes accountability for everything. But I wonder, and part of me believes that the decision to rest him last night may have been made a couple weeks ago when he came off the injured list. There's so much sports science involved in professional sports today, and the Phillies are deep in it. And, when a guy comes back, an important guy like that coming off knee surgery, though minor, but knee surgery just the same, I think they map out a plan for him. You're going to play, 2 on, 1 off, 3 on, 1 off, 4 on, 1 off. They map it out, and you're going to sit this day for maintenance so you don't have a recurrence, so we can preserve you for the season. And so your recovery from knee surgery is optimized. And I'm not sure the manager has a lot of say with that. He takes the accountability for the lineup card. But again, I have a feeling coming off injury, a lot of this is scripted from upstairs, from in the medical department, from the sports science department. And I think that's what you probably saw last night. If he had used a different pinch hitter, and they extend that game to extras, JT's going to have to be in that ball game, and they wanted him to have a full day off. I know Rob will say that he thinks the off day is important for his number one catcher, and he wants to keep him off his feet. But I really believe there are more decision makers involved in that, and they are very committed to getting the guy a full day off. Now, if it was September and they're fighting for their playoff lives, maybe. But I also think some of their thinking in the moment is probably shaped by the fact that, they have a very good record. They're going to play in October, even regardless of how bad they've been lately. So I think there was some big picture thinking there. But I can see why it's frustrating to people who are sick of watching losses and people who wanted to see one of their better hitters get up there and take a poke with the game on the line in the ninth inning. Very frustrating to get a man on base and then basically 3 pop-ups, right? 3 first pitch swings.
3 first pitch.
Right? So
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense to you, but having observed
I think it makes a lot of sense.
Having observed the team for a long time and kind of you listen to the way they talk and knowing that, the days of the athletic trainer running out and spraying the icy hot on the guy who gets hit on the wrist and packing guys in ice, those days are over. These, it's not just an athletic trainer, it's a medical department. And the athletic trainers are, they're medical professionals, and I really believe they script all this stuff, and the manager needs to follow it, especially when it's not September and you're not fighting for your playoff life.